Okay, I think I just had like the world's worst burp. Alright, we should be okay. I'm just watching the bitrate though. Because I didn't realize it just completely bottomed out. And so I literally started talking and it was showing green. It was showing green, but also was giving 0 kilobits a second. Hey Squishy. That means Squishy didn't hear me, because I had said I didn't know it was your first time ordering. I hope you enjoy your coffee. And that also means Amelie didn't hear me, because I was going to report that I am unfortunately not a jury main. I am not a jury main. I am 100% going to be a Kimberly main until... I'm going to be a Kimberly main until Cammy is released. And the fact that this beta does not have Cammy actually might be racism. Actually might be racism. I am just saying. I want Cammy, damn it. Alright, that's what I'm being charged for. Get out of here. So yes, how are we? Hopefully well, now that this is like doing stuff. I want to bash buttons with Kim. Very glad the week is over. Yo, this week was a squirrely one. That's for damn sure. It was my first squirrely week at work because one of my projects got put on pause and in the same week was unpaused. So like it was just really interesting to watch it all unfold. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. A lot of people I've seen are already like, we've had plenty of turkey. And I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. Hey, Snow. How are you? Alright, I think I'm in good shape here. So yes, I'm going to take this time right now to gush a lot about Street Fighter 6. I'm going to talk about Street Fighter 6 and how it's fucking fantastic. It's absolutely delightful. Like, I'll be real, I haven't had this much fun on a fighting game learning it in a very, very long time. Very, very long time. I'm good. I had a lovely day off, car checkup, haircut, and a trip to the Barnes & Noble. Ooh, what books did you get? Did you get any books, or did you go for other things? Oh my god, SJ. It's so fun. I'm bitter that you didn't get in, but like, I got nerds in my room. I can fight. Oh my god. Go stream. Oh right, it's stream night. What are you doing? You're correct, Squishy. It's Frighten Friday. What are you doing? What in the world? So yes, I am playing Kimberly right now in Street Fighter 6. I might try Jury, but Kimberly exists. So... you know? That's about how I feel on it. This nerd keeps rolling into other chats while on his own stream. I see that. I see that. And then trying to yell about how they got nerds in their room. Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna play Street Fighter 6 with Joy later tonight. Joy is struggling learning Jury and is getting really aggravated because she wants to learn Jury and get really comfortable on it. And she just sent me her friend code because I said I would gladly lab with her while I'm learning Kimberly. Although I don't know any of my EX moves and stuff. Like, I figured out her entire... I figured out her entire moveset. I don't know how to do EX moves though, so that I can have those good chunky counters. Mostly because I haven't played a lot of previous Street Fighters because I hated how they handled. And then, like, she's a very classic quarter circle forward and back character, which is my speed, especially since At the current juncture, I'm waiting on my snack box. I am going to try some of the beta tonight on my Kwamba, though. I am going to try some Kwamba action. The only downside is that my Kwamba is fitted with PS4 and 5 buttons. So it's going to take me a moment to get readjusted to that. Or it might not, because I know on controller, punches are X, Y, and right bumper. Is it X, Y, right bumper? Yeah, I don't play a lot of old Street Fighter. Like, the only Street Fighter that I played and got super into was Street Fighter Alpha 3. Street Fighter as a battle system in and of itself, this is gonna sound really elitist and crappy, but I'm gonna try to make sense of it. I didn't like how simple it was. Like, Street Fighter 2, old school Street Fighter 2 is awful. Street Fighter 3 is much better. By the time they got to about Third Strike is where they found their stride. So I hopped on in a lot of Third Strike, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Capcom vs. SNK, which people sleep on, and it smacks. It fucking smacks. Can we talk about how cozy his robe looks? You already know we keep it cozy here, especially for Bloodborne Costco. Especially for Bloodborne Costco. What was it? And then my 2D fighter of choice was actually Night Warriors / Darkstalkers. Give more love to Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers love. And Sin, this robe is from Oh My Senpai. It's black owned. You should go get you one. They have sleepy pants. They have sleepy pants. They have sleepy caps. I've inadvertently Cosmo matched everything. And yeah, I've been like all over the circuit. I've been all over the circuit. Wow, that's loud in my ear. Chiron, thank you so much for the raid. How are you? I hope you're well. Hello, everyone from Chiron stream. Ooh. I'm Pleasantly Twisted if you're brand new here. I'm a Black Ace content creator. I don't put out Go Live tweets anymore because I can't be arsed. I do tryhard games with JRPGs. We do challenge runs, speedruns, and completionist things. We're going to play some Bloodborne BL4. But first, we're going to talk about the Street Fighter 6 beta because it's so good. It's so good. I just need Cammy. I just need Cammy. I really want Capcom to bring back Darkstalkers in some magnitude. I would really, really like that. Tired, but otherwise good. It's because you made it to the end of the week. What's BL4? BL4 Wax Switch means that I am going to start as the lowest level character, which is level 4, and I'm going to complete the game without ever leveling up. I don't recommend it. See, I just do the auto tweets because that's all I got. See, I used to schedule mine, and I used to do like a fun photo and all that stuff. But from an energy side, I can't be arsed. From an algorithm side and from a like actual number side, it literally doesn't fucking matter. It does not fucking matter. Like, likes on Twitter for your Go Live tweet do not directly translate to views. It doesn't matter. You are better off making sure all of your stuff on your streaming platform of choice is appropriately set up to notify people who follow your channels. So like people who get my email notifications, follow alerts, the notification when you're in the app, all that stuff, that's way more. What is going on right now? That is way more valuable. Does OBS not make the tweet happen when you go live? If that's something I can do, I was unaware of it. And if that's something I can program in, I am absolutely going to take advantage of it. The problem is I'll probably look at it a little bit heavier because there's a lot of conversation too around the go live tweet and whether it's more effective to put the link in the tweet or direct people to the link. From a UI perspective, I would think putting it all in one place is going to be the correct answer. Like as a user, as an end user, I don't want to have to click 14 things to find one thing. Sloth Mom has basically proven that Twitter buries it. And I tried, and I followed like all the cardinal rules. Like I only have one hashtag. I will put up an image to increase visibility. But the second that there's a link embed, they fight tooth and nail to be like, nope. I find Discord alerts most useful, but that might be because I'm a heavy Discord user. I'm a Discord user. I'm a very heavy Discord user, and so that one works best for me. That works best for me too, Kyram. Now, I will say Twitter does not translate likes to views. However, putting out go live tweets on your Twitter at all does increase your engagement on the Twitter platform. With slobs attaches and go live to, that's why I don't know about it. I don't use slobs. I hated slobs for the whole 20 minutes I had to use it. Hour. Because I had a friend suggest it, I got into it and said, nope, because I like customizing all my stuff, and immediately ran from it. And then when I did the stream earlier this year, I want to say in March maybe? Whenever I streamed on the Logitech channel, I had to use slobs. And that's a no-brainer because Logitech owns slobs. So I wasn't going to sit there and fight Logitech and be like, I don't want to do that. And it's like, no, that's their platform. And they provided all the assets and stuff too. Yeah, Discord is good for existing followers. Discord is not good for expanding. If you're looking for growth and expanding beyond that point, Twitter is probably going to be the best way to go. The only thing that I say as a word of caution to Twitter specifically is that those follows are going to manifest a multitude of ways. Sometimes it'll translate to follows on your Twitch. Sometimes it'll translate to follows on things like your Medium or other stuff that you have linked out. But the problem with Twitter is that it's sporadic and it's unknown. Yeah, and exactly, Cosmo. That makes perfect sense. Slobs, things like slobs, even like the Elgato packages and stuff, if you're not tech savvy, and then more specifically, you don't have like the fortitude, the spoons, the energy, what have you, to learn a bunch of shit, slobs is great. Elgato packages are great because they have, they're very good at having everything all in one spot. I am someone that I am like, when it comes to my tech, very much hands-on. So I like OBS Studio. Hey Lonzo, and hey Arachnovolt. I like Studio strictly because I like being able to customize the hell out of all of my stuff. Like my Steam Deck is coming today, and I'm so excited, specifically because I have skins I'm going to buy. I'm going to mod it so that the opening screen can rotate through a script of really dope-ass opening screens. I'm actually going to make my Steam Deck my emulation station. So I'm going to free up all the space on my main computer and put all that stuff into my Steam Deck. And then I can actually run it through my cap card on here. And all of that sounds like French for anyone who's not super into tech. But that's just me kind of expanding on why I want all of my stuff to be customizable personally. But yeah, you use what works for you. I had no idea that was even something that was in slobs. Well, how are you doing, Lonzo? What's good? I got myself a nice fresh cup of tea. I got a fresh cup of tea. I just went and jammed out in the Street Fighter 6 beta some before stream, and now I have Street Fighter 6 on the brain. The screen cap I put in Discord, dude ran the set with me like 6 times, and I only took 2 W's, but the fact that I had just swapped to classic mode and had no time to lab, I will hold my 2 W's. That, and then I know Bobby was talking about how no one uses the drive parry, and it's me, casually in this fight against the Ryu, parrying every single fireball he has thrown at me. Because I'm like, if you wear yourself out, that's your fault. I'm not going to be over here tired. And on 3 separate occasions, he went into burnout, and I had a full drive meter, and I was like, no one told you to do drives that I was going to block. Like, that was your fault. Because I blocked most of his drives. Only time he really got me with drives is if it was a punish. And the punish drives, those fucking suck. Because that's just like open all day for ass beating. Hey, Sophia. As someone who speaks French, what you're saying sounds nothing like it. Thank you for this whooping. I've been given the chance to deliver when my opponent is exhausted. Amen. Now see, but that's the thing, Sin. You gotta be careful with burnout because as the player, if you are experiencing burnout, that means you just don't have access to any of your drive things. So like you can't do a drive attack, you can't do a drive parry. And then more importantly, when you're on burnout, that means if you're up against the wall and they drive attack you, that's an auto stun, non-negotiable stun. How you doing, Dishralar? How have you been? So like, burnout is dangerous as the player because you lose access to some of your kit. Burnout on the other side, however, is dangerous because people will get cocky and figure since you're burnt out, that means you can't do stuff. And it's like, no. It's like SJ said, you don't have X moves, no drive mechanics, and if your block hits, you take an extra plus 4 frames of block stun. It sucks. It will fuck you up. But if you get cocky about burnout, keep in mind we said no X moves and no drive mechanics. We didn't say that they didn't have their supers and their specials. So burnout is definitely a two-way, get fucked up if you want to. Get fucked up if you want to. Yeah, you have to. Drive parries will bring back your drive. Landing hits will bring back your drive. Like, in order to burn out, you have to really be trying to just throw stuff out there and either getting countered or blocked or missing often, which surprisingly happens a good deal in Street Fighter 6 since we've only had it for one day. Unless you're watching IDOM on the box. What was it? No Good Citizen busted IDOM on the cabinet and was making fun of him on Twitter. Is like, wow, look at this cabinet hog over here. LOL. Lamau. I finally have the capability of the split screen apps. Ooh, I love that for you. And yes, Steam Deck, it's goated. It's also expensive. It is also very expensive. I will not sugarcoat that. But yeah, SJ's been watching Bobby. When it hit at midnight, Joy went live. No Good Citizen went live. Sonic Fox went live. IDOM was live. Oh, there was a bunch of heavy hitters that came out as soon as the beta dropped. Like, I stayed up till 3 a.m. and I was like, I have work in the morning. What am I doing? And I'm sitting over here getting angry because I was stuck in modern mode, but I figured out how to turn it off, and now we're back in classic as the good Lord intended. And Kimberly feels so much better in classic mode for me. But that's also because I have fighting game experience. Modern mode is going to be badass for people who are brand new. It really, really is. Sorry, I'm being vain. I'm being vain. OBS convo I can follow. SF6 Talk is my French. Yeah, the OBS convo, it kind of pisses me off, Lonzo, because last night we were going through especially egregious frame drops. And if you own, I shouldn't say own, that's not quite the right word. If you run a software company and your software is going to stop providing support for your older tools and you don't say anything, I absolutely reserve the right to singe off your eyebrows. I absolutely reserve the right to singe off your fucking eyebrows. Because the last I heard about OBS 28, it was super unstable. Hey, Amelie. Shut the hell up. The last I heard about OBS 28, it was super unstable. It was crashing. A lot of plugins were busted. It was all bad. All bad. So I didn't upgrade to it yet until I waited for a notification or an update saying, hey, it's stable enough now. You can go use it. Oh, Lonzo. I'm currently on 2803 right now as we speak. And that's the point that I'm making. Because I was like, when did you plan on announcing that it was stable? When did you plan on doing that? Like, the plugin thing, I'm still a little miffed about because a lot of plugins have been addressed, but OBS did not address it innately. They have it to where the code can work. So now you have to go out to your designated, like, software and hardware kind of providers, if you call it that, to get the plugin updates. So, like, when I first installed 28, my Stream Deck just stopped working outright. Like, just stopped. And I had to go out to the Elgato site to get the updated plugins so that it would work again. Yeah, Lonzo. I decided to go ahead and move up to 28 because last night 27 was running so fucking poorly that I figured it was worth a shot. My Stream Deck always does not respond with any update. It's because Elgato and OBS don't talk to each other and it shows. They don't talk to each other and it shows. Because there's a non-zero occurrence of updating my Stream Deck and then all of a sudden it doesn't work for stream. Or I update OBS and then all of a sudden the Stream Deck stops working. And I'm just like... Don't get me wrong, coding is hard. Engineering is hard. Keeping up with all this stuff is hard, and I'm never ever going to take that from you. However, that doesn't mean I should be willing to tolerate it running like hot garbage. Saying it's difficult does not mean I get to tolerate this shit. Engineering is hard. Communication isn't. Dog. Run this shit by your fucking companies for a hot second. What's wrong, Sin? Sin the programmer. Makes note to update OB. Like, I'm on 28 right now and it's running fine. And I'm just like, why wasn't there an update for that? And I have the looming suspicion, honestly speaking, that as they've been fixing 28, they've been pulling resources from 27, because I know that we've had a couple of burps so far tonight, and obviously we flatlined at one point. But overwhelmingly, the stream has been stable. Yeah. A little pissed off about it. Just a touch. Communication is also key. Like here, we have an update. These things are going to break until you upgrade them. Make sure you have time to do the things, rather than so many programs being you can't run until you update. Why? No good reason. I hate that shit. I hate that shit with a fiery passion. Because if you are aware that things are going to break, at the absolute bare minimum, you can send that out as a heads up to people being like, hey, we tested this to the best of our capabilities. We're not going to say it's going to break. However, there's a chance that this is going to break. Just so you're aware. So back up your stuff. Do what you gotta do. My glasses are like doing this weird cricket thing. But yeah, like, back up your shit. Do what you need to do. Oh, I'm right there next to you. PT, and most streamers don't find out till before they're gonna go live. Not day of or day before go live. The reason I found out that 28 was a mess is because Shanghai installed 28, tried to go live, and literally all of their shit blew up. And so they just wound up 80-16 stream outright and being like, guess I'm gonna go fix all this stuff. And I was like, guess I'm not installing. Okay, this is gonna bother me. There we go. Yeah, like, and then my big thing about it is the lack of communication is always then immediately met with, we're trying so hard. And it's like, I'm not talking about your work ethic. I'm not talking about your coding capabilities. I'm talking about just keeping people in the loop. Because you can't not tell people things and then be surprised when they come for your throat when stuff breaks. Because surprise, they didn't find out till they wanted to go live. So that means you probably just fucked up their entire night of streaming. You might have fucked up their whole week. Hey, Risu. Anyway. It's annoying. It's annoying. That's incoming shit. Like, if I had to cancel my stream because OBS wants to shit the bed, I have to figure out how I'm going to make that stream up, if I can make it up, and how that's going to impact everything that I've been working on. Hey, Steak. Hey, Christy. How are you? It just... I have thoughts about technology all the time, and it just makes me want to fucking go to sleep some days. Did I turn? No, that's fine. That's fine. I've taken to like also snapping pictures every time there's a truck that's on here that I'm like, not gonna lie though, that Cosmo Canyon remix kind of hits. Also, after last week, or it wasn't last week, but the week before, after I called everybody out about cleaning off their desk, I've cleaned off my desk. This week's call out is change out your mug that's on your desk. I understand it's for your coffee or your tea. You have 40 mugs. You have 40 mugs. Please put this one in the sink and go get a fresh one. Go clean out your mug, please. You talking reckless? I'm gonna need you to mind your business. I cycle between 2 mugs every other day. Good job, Vallejo. I don't. So, jokes on you, only have half empty monster cans on my... Throw away your monster cans. What are you doing? Pour out the monster that's flat, and then throw away your monster cans, please. Only have one big enough for my coffee? You need to buy another mug. Meerkat, you can't scold J-Rock about not having a mug and then not have at least 2 mugs. Also, Christy, I saw your snack, so I'm gonna go get one of my pumpkin bars. No mugs here. Like, she's not yelling at me. She said mugs. I have a 24-ounce mug a few weeks back, and I haven't been the same since. Also, I had to clean up my desk because I got a new one anyway. Yeah, that'll do it. You got the same one, I think, that Paul owns, actually. What's the frosting you never told me? I didn't? Oh, here, I'll just go grab it and I'll bring it to everyone. Hang on a second. 5 million liters of water. Do you have any other things you can say? Okay. He wants you to know that clean water also goes towards drinking, bathing, crops, any type of things they're doing around their houses, the whole 9. And last but not least, Funky is very happy that everyone's been raising money for charity. Soul Conductor? Yeah. Does he... Oh, is it my turn for a bad pun? Does he conduct... Does he conduct the Soul Train? Huh? Huh? I told y'all I'm corny. Give me my car! Oh, it's so fun! Some of them I couldn't see though.
腕によりをかけてお前を最高の花嫁にしてやろう。さあ、お待ちかねのショータイムだ。
Oh shit, do I need to do more stuff? I think I just rolled my chair over my pants. I'm actually pretty sure. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Hold on. Hold on. Time out. Alright. Oh, no. So, I made... If you've had my baking simp before and you did one of my autumn runs, there was a run I did that had a pumpkin bar with icing on it. Mina's had the pumpkin bar. I think it was Mina. Vallejo, were you in the pumpkin bar run? I know that was a while back. Sin, I know you were. I know you were in the pumpkin bar run. Anyway, I made pumpkin bars, and the frosting that I put on top of it is a cream cheese chai spiced almond frosting. Yeah, I made the pumpkin bars again. The first child of autumn has been rendered. Hey, Ebon. That sounds very good. I've come to the distinct realization that now that I know how to spice frosting... Hey, here for all of it. But because I know how to make spiced frosting, I'm like, I will never make plain cream cheese frosting again. Like, it just won't happen. Oh god, pumpkin bread, yes. Hey, word fam. And it's a pumpkin bar. I said in the Tasties channel, but I have to repeat myself, cinnamon is my favorite drug. The autumn palette for baking is my favorite palette for eternity. It will always be my favorite palette. Cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, ginger, all them kids together, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just such a good blend. Ball? Nah, I want pumpkin bread. I think next weekend I'm gonna make snickerdoodles. Because it's fall season, so I have to make all the things. I have to build up all my baking until Thanksgiving, and then that's when I'm gonna make macaroni and cheese. You don't like cinnamon because it hurts, but the whole rest, yes. I love the autumn palette for baking. Absolutely adore it. Spice pound cakes, pumpkin bars, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin beer, apple crumbles. Canada Thanksgiving is pumpkin pie. Oh god, love it. I can't decide if I like pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie more. I like both. That ball is now my ball. Yes, I mean the one behind you. This ball? You can't take that. That's Paul's ball. That's Paul's ball. He sits on that sometimes. Yeah, I get a different ball. You can't take that one. I think maybe I'll probably stick to regular cream cheese frosting if I do a devil food cake. Red velvet cake. We'll get regular cream cheese frosting. Devil food cake, I can make a spiced icing. I was also thinking about making some blueberry and cinnamon scones. I really should bake more. I love baking. I love baking. Like, when I realized earlier in the year while I was unemployed that part of my depression spiral is because I hadn't put anything in the oven, it was like I made lemon bars one time and I like astral projected out of depression straight into joy and was like, oh my god, I'm gonna bake so much stuff. Even Shara showed me them paws. Paul is never gonna fight you. I'm the fighter of the two. Paul would probably faster just be like, here, take it. I'll just go get a different ball. Meanwhile, I'm like, square up. Also, congrats on the podcast episode. Absolutely loved you and Fetty on the mic. Oh my god. I always feel bad because my mic always sounds like very okay in comparison to other people who have actually done like the fine tuning and tweaking. But it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. And it was a nice moment to really talk about the way that Black non-men especially are treated and handled in the space by and large. But Confetti carries it and handles it in such a fashion that it doesn't feel like I have to get on there and be like real talk TM. It can still be super conversational. And there's still space to kind of like just be ourselves, right? Hey, Hop and Flop. I can go get a link. Oh. And there's like just a lot of good discussion about expectations, reality, always being expected to be... Sorry, ears itchy. Always being expected to be like ready to fight, always being expected to be perfect, all that shit. And how the shit's just exhausting. But then we also get to talk about like really random shit. What was our random tangent? We had like 4. Alright, so this do what? Sorry, I apparently just have a new... Okay, fine. I apparently got a new mouse pointer with my glasses. Oh. Oh, that's a sticky disc. Okay. Hello, hello. The rope matches the headphones. Yeah, I didn't notice how much powder purple stuff I had. Oh, the cats are gonna love that. So they gave me this with my Zinni order. It's a laser pointer. It's a laser pointer. And I was like, why the fuck did y'all give me a laser pointer? That seems really weird. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I have cats. It'll find a use. It'll find a use. So yeah, Street Fighter 6 good. I have to double check how long the beta runs. Because there's a bunch of stuff that says like it's till the 10th. And I was like, wait, what? Something here don't sound right. I'm just gonna check now before we get started. Why isn't this updated? It's a blue light to test with the blue light filter. How do I test it? What? How does one test it? That's the whole reason I had that open. God. Is it till 10th? So now I got some time. If I can and I remember, which means I may or may not. I'll see if I can put some on in Discord. Just keep in mind for everyone who wants to watch, I am not like super great the way I used to be, more or less. I'm not amazing at fighting games the way I used to be. But it is a good time. It is absolutely a good time. And it doesn't go to the 10th. It technically goes to the 10th. It ends October 9th at 11:59 p.m. PST. Which sucks! Well, no, it doesn't. That means it ends at 1 o'clock for me. It ends at 1 a.m. for me. On Sunday. So there's time. There's a bunch of extra modes and stuff too that I think are really interesting. I would like to watch. So they send it if you got the blue light filter, but the idea is that you shine it through the lenses and see they changed on the other side. I don't remember the exacts what they tell you. See, they didn't tell me shit. So I don't know what the fuck it's for. I know the cats will like it. They just said, here's a light. And I was like, okay. Alright, we turned off our PS5 correctly yesterday, so we shouldn't get yelled at. Ideally. Ideally. There we go. That was the weird crash. Oh, what happened? Oh, what am I doing? Bloodborn! Bloodyborn! Mm-hmm. How? I charged you last night! Oh, my giggles. Alright, hang on a second, y'all. Let me see if I can make this work. It might not work. Shit. Wait. I'm trying to find a port. Oh, yeah. That happens, yeah. So... last night, we got to a point where we were in the Henwick channel. Henwick or Hernwick? I'll have to double check. I actually did make the run at one point, and the run to witches sucks. The run to witches is actual wet turds. It sucks a lot. It sucks a lot. Is it? It's Hemwick. There we go. So, like, I will try to not instantaneously feel the urge to murder everything, but I'm probably gonna murder some stuff on the way there. Because even the beeline, it's like, I'll try to show it to y'all. But before I show it to y'all, let me make sure my guide is up. So what combo did he say he wanted to do? R2, L1, L1, R2, L1. So yeah, the problem with running is that a lot of stuff will aggro and then just get really angry at you. And you have to learn how to dodge around stuff. But then this is the part of the run that actually blows. Because if that executioner aggroes, which it did, actually, wait a minute, I might be able to cheat. In terms of overall strategy, what distinguishes the way you approach a BL4 run from a hitless run other than the obvious? So, the difference between a BL4 run and a hitless run outright is going to be your strategy and how you level up specifically. And it actually is not as obvious as one would think. Because in a hitless run, you have access to leveling up, which means that even though you're not trying to be hit, you can still go in and be like, oh, I will beef up my strength. I will beef up my skill. I will beef up my like weapons and blah 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 blah. And so in a hitless run, your echo count is critical because if you don't have enough echoes to move up in something, you may have to go back and farm, or you may have to go back and like figure out where you dropped the ball. Because if it was because you got hit, the run's null and void. Versus a blood level 4 run, in exchange for being able to take hits and die and go out and farm and take your time, because you can't level up, you have to learn how to play the game with your hard-coded stats as they are. So imagine if you could, in an RPG, or a RPG, you have someone who has 5 strength. You have to figure out how to beef up your character without moving that number from 5 strength. And that is significantly harder than just being like, oh, I have to not get hit. Because not getting hit is challenging because, you know, stuff is in the game to kill you. But low level runs are challenging because you have to learn how to make yourself more powerful without ever actually leveling up. So that was kind of something we ran into with my Soul Level 1 run in Dark Souls 3. And that's why I said at the beginning yesterday, the first third of the game is the easiest part of the game. And I think Ghost also had a really good point of saying, this is the time where you can kill stuff comfortably, so take advantage of it. If you need to farm, do it. If you need to get more souls, or get more echoes in this case, do it. If you want to stock up on your vials ahead of time, do it. Because when you get to about that second third of the playthrough, you're going to start noticing that these are less fights about whittling down health and more fights about dodging and paying attention to what's happening. Because in a no-hit run, you don't want to get hit, so you have to know all the kits so you can dodge. In a Blood Level 4 run, you don't want to get hit because there's a good chance that one hit will kill you. There's a very strong chance that by the time you get to 2/3 of the way in, one hit can and will kill you. Which is like the one thing that the BL4 run and the no-hit run share in common, is that when it comes to stats, in both cases your vitality stat goes unchecked. You cannot touch it in either case. No hit, you get a little bit more of a luxury because you don't get health, but you can get strength and skill. BL4, what you start with is what you have. and that's it. That's it. So yeah, there's a lot of differences in how you want to handle the strategy. Challenge runs, you want to think about ways that you can make your character stronger through the from the in-game mechanics. So in the case of Bloodborne, that's going to come into the form of beast blood pellets. It's going to be bone ash for your gun. It's going to be anything that gives you a temporary buff, and you have to make sure that you make that time frame count. It's fire paper, it's all that stuff. And to be clear too, there is an upper limit on that joint. There is an upper limit. There is a point where in a Blood Level 4 run, your max output is an actual ceiling. It is your max output. So like by the time we get to Garamond, the damage I'm doing now is what I'm going to be doing to Garamond, but Blood-Starved Beast had like 1700 HP, Garamond has 5-digit HP. Another thing that's important that I learned with yesterday is it feels and looks a lot like, ooh, this reset might come back and kick me in the teeth. It did not come back and kick me in the teeth. All right. Dope, A+. It kind of kicked me in the teeth. I'm actually going to fix that again so I can talk a little bit more. And I'm going to talk about what we're going to do in this fight, because fun facts about the fight that I'm about to do. In my original playthrough of this is not the humble brag. This is to highlight why it's a problem. In my very first playthrough of this, for this particular fight, I got it on the first attempt. Which is bad, actually. Which is very, very, very bad. It's very bad. And the explicit reason on why it's bad is because I did not get to see the full mechanics at play. Oh god. Alright, I'll go in. Okay, dope, I have a moment to talk. So yeah, I did not get to see the full mechanics of this fight, and that is very bad. Because the full... Would you go up the stairs? You're not going to come in here. It's a boss room. Because the full fight entails 2 separate sisters that you can't see one of. And so it's supposed to be kind of like a catch where you kill one, but the fight is still going. So you have to kill the other. But the caveat is you have to kill both of them within a 1-minute time frame, or else they'll keep reviving each other. I was very fortunate in the fact that I ran up and murked the first one, was like, why the fuck is there still a fight? I saw the second one and I really just went up and beat the brakes off of her. And was like, I can't believe you would show up after this. And everyone was like, huh, you didn't get to see the mechanic. And I was like, what mechanic? And this is going to be very important because for this particular fight, being that I'm Blood Level 4, I have to quickly get one of them down to really low health, then go kill the second one, then turn around and kill the first one. Oh wow, okay, you have limited consumables you can find to boost all that too, right? This is why I went out and I heavily farmed my bullets. It's why I farmed my vials. It's why I farmed and got more Molotovs, more fire paper. Like, I'm stacking as much shit as I can early on, because late game, trying to farm for that shit is going to get real ugly real fast. It's going to get real ugly real fast. I'm hearing that this challenge run is more marathon-like and that you need to settle into the longer fights. Yes, that is exactly correct, Blue. Because since you're going to hit that ceiling and how much damage output you can hit, like even with a max Beast Blood Pellet bar, even with the best armor set for Beast Blood at the current juncture, and even with like a max level Saw Cleaver, that number for damage has a cap. You are still basing all of that information that I'm talking about. Ooh, wrong button. off of the fact that I have a strength of 10. Because that information scales off of your strength stat. So when you hit that upper limit, that's what you're working with. And when you get into these boss fights that are 5-digit in health, it's a battle of just straight up patience. You cannot get overzealous. You cannot sneak in hits. You cannot try to go forth and do all the extra things that you're used to doing in a regular playthrough or even a no-hit playthrough. You have to be willing to play it safe because, again, one hit will probably kill you. One hit will probably kill you. So if you have an Android and you're texting someone who has an iPhone and they react to your message, you just get a text that says, like, yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it's the goofiest thing. It's also super annoying because I have family who just, they are reaction heavy. Reaction heavy. That's smart with the early farming. What a good tip. Thanks for suggesting. I feel like that's a critical thing that a lot of people don't talk about in challenge runs because especially for something like Bloodborne, where your blood vials, you don't have a flask like you do in Dark Souls, where you have to like sit at a bonfire to refill it. You can actually go out and get more fucking a flask. So do it. Because when you're still in the first third where you have to take like 2 or 3 hits to die, you're gonna want a band-aid. By the time I get to maybe like a 6th or 7th boss, I'm probably gonna stop buying vials outright because there's no point. There's no point. Alright, let's see how we do with this. Oh! Ghost isn't here, so I'll drop off some fun facts. Fun fact about this fight besides what I talked about previously. You fucking bitch. If you come into this fight with no insight, the mad ones, that's what they're called, I apologize, will not spawn. There she is. Well, first I have to actually hit it. Oh. So what I'm gonna try to do is get her to low health. Because now the sister is gonna spawn. And the sister is over there. Whoop! But I want my original. So I'm gonna get her down to about there. And now I'm gonna try and find the other sister and start beating her up. That's not the one I want. Where are you? Come out and play. It's her. Ma'am? Shit. My timer just started, so I have to find the other one and kill her quickly. Come on, where are you? Whoa! No, that's a problem. So you can see where that becomes a problem. Luckily, I only have 28 freaking echoes, so I don't care if I die. I'm gonna try and refrain from using vials on this fight, because if I die, I die. But oh yeah, so this is why I said me only having played this fight one time and getting it one and done is actually a huge loss for me, because I've never actually had to deal with this fight in this magnitude. I've never actually had to see how to find the witches or where to look for them or what their tells are. Like her casting spells, that was the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't realize when I started playing Bloodborne that I needed to farm vials to not run out. Yeah, and it's the only Soulsborne game. Yeah, that's accurate. It's the only Soulsborne game that's a true statement. That's the other thing. Because in all the Dark Souls games, you run off of flask. In Sekiro, you have your gourd, right? I want to say you have your gourd. I can't speak to Demon Souls because I've never played it. And then I've never ever played Armor Core either. Okay. But in Bloodborne, you can farm your vials. They're a finite source, but you can get a metric fuck ton of them. And you can carry 20 on your person, and you can keep, I forget how many you can keep in storage. But it's not a number to sneeze at. That's for damn sure. It's not a number to sneeze at. Oh, I'm okay with that. I can go with that little bit of damage. I love your robe. The color's so pretty. Thanks! It's from Oh My Senpai. It's black owned, and they make a lot of nerdy stuff for black gals. Or black people, I should say. You should support them. So yeah, if you come into this fight with no insight, these guys won't spawn. Woo! You're very angry. Oh! Okay, I didn't expect that. Oh cool, that's awesome. I have to check it out. They usually do their stuff by reservation. I think they're open right now still. From what I've heard, Demon Souls has consumable health items, but they go up to 99. Okay. I forget what the... Here, I'm gonna go check really fast. Yeah, if there's any Bloodborne tip I think more people should hear on their first time playthrough, on challenge runs and whatnot, farm vials. I understand that there's some try-hard, super sweaty bro out there right now who is literally mauling at that idea. Or salding, I should say. Salding at that idea. But you can carry 20 blood vials and have 600 of them on your person. So, like, there's no reason to not farm them. Literally realizing that in my first playthrough is single-handedly what made my playthrough, like, that much smoother. That much smoother. Did you make it to the end? Did you do it, Cosmo? I love that for you. Playing through Demon Souls Remake now, you can farm healing grass as well. I have, as you eloquently put it, a metric fuck ton as well. Yeah. Soulsborne games that give you the opportunity to farm your shit, go out and farm your shit. Like, there's no reason not to, unless you absolutely want to be that hard ass. It's just like, oh, I don't use healing. All right, cool. I'll see you at your no-hit run. Fucking weirdo. Says the no-hit... says the no-hit candidate. I also do have to say very plainly, once you've learned how to do some of these games no-hit, the idea of being hit by some of them now is like... the idea doesn't register the same. I don't know how to explain it. I still get jump scared. There's still stuff in the game that I don't remember that jump scares the hell out of me. That's the move I want. Oh, you bitch. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, like, there's so many things now that I just will casually walk right around them and be like, meh, whatever. It's so bizarre. Alright, are you right here? You are. Oh, shit. Oh, no, you too close, sir. Get the fuck away from me. No, sirree. So I think, and this is purely posturing, I think they kind of resort to halves of a room. This is a time where I want Ghost here because I don't actually know this fight. Yo, homie, nobody told you to lace up your fucking running shoes. Chill out with that. Because if I start hitting the other one, I'm gonna lose track. Well, not quite. I can start hitting the other one. Hello? Madame? Ma'am? Ma'am? Where are you? You haven't spawned anywhere? I'm getting concerned. I am super happy that you beat Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I hope it's not a bug, because that would be stinky. Ah, there you are! We should have 2 now? Hmm? I see it. I see the tell. And I see you. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I didn't say that because I'm a terrible person. However, welcome on in. What's back here? Alright, I gotta move. I didn't see the red puff that time. Come on, where is she? Because I hear footsteps, but it's not the footsteps I want. Where are you, little chickpea? Come out so I can fucking murder you. Hi, friend! I think that's the wrong one now. That was the right one. Where are you? Oh, she's not dead yet. That's wonderful. She has to be close, though. That's risky. I need him to pat gently away from me. Yes, perfect. Witches are out of here. And that, everyone, is the Witch of Hemwick fight. And that was no hit. Oh, bot, what the hell? You went on strike? hang on a second. I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this. Oh my god. Please hold. Please hold. No, do not show that. Custom bot. Sir! Apologies. I had to go pull her from smoke break. I had to pull her from smoke break. Please try the GGs again. Bless. Thank you so much for the GGs. If Ghost was here, she would be proud. Genji, I wanted to say formally, thank you so much for following and hanging out. I appreciate you. Let me see what you were saying before. I can't even imagine playing any of these games hitless. I have a few challenge run friends who've done it, and I've had the utmost respect for their focus and accomplishing it. I just can't wrap my mind around that level of dedication. It's not healthy, and it's me. I'm in that picture. I think it has a lot more to do with the game itself, and a lot less to do with the actual challenge, if that makes sense. Because I effectively like Bloodborne so much that the idea of doing like a whip-only run, a no-hit run, a challenge run, all that stuff just sounds 100% okay with me. And I'm like, yeah, good game is good. I'd do this. I also speed run on occasion, but I'm a very casual speedrunner too. And thank you so much for that clip, by the way, Dai. Hemlock, get the block, witches get stitches. All right, so that wasn't too bad. I learned a little bit about the witches fight. Maybe I'll add them to queue for other runs that I do, but that is effectively the second time I've ever killed witches. So now we have to do something a lot less fun. And that thing that's less fun, we have to go get kidnapped. But always kill Gehrman. He's a dick. Never ever let Gehrman rest. Gehrman is a dick. He's a dick.
This is your reminder here at Bloodborne Costco. We do not support Gehrman in any endeavors that he's doing. This is a Gehrman hate zone. Also, today is your last day for 3-for-1 blood vials are again in aisle 5. I repeat, they're in aisle 5. This is a Gehrman hate zone.
So yeah, I don't like that man. So let's see. Upgrade this to 6. We did that. Upgrade this to 4. Can't do that because I missed something somewhere. I'm gonna be fine. I'll get over it. I might not get over it because they want me to upgrade again. After we kill witches, the helmet like the lantern and grab the room workshop tool in the basement at the back of the house. Oh, I left prematurely. Hang on a second. Every time the voice, I forget that not everyone's been here for Bloodborne Costco. A Genji to give you a hint on it too. My very first playthrough of this, I forget how, but apparently I'm the overlord of the Bloodborne Costco. Just don't ask us why we stopped selling the hot dogs. I don't want to get into it. It's weird, it's awkward. No one deserves that information. Yes, this goes more down. Alright, so witches are out of here. Now, if things go well this stream, we'll be able to see Pearl along with that girl, Amelia. I need that. Thanks, homie. That's the main reason we killed her, and I just completely forgot about it. Well, now I'm curious. Yeah, so it started as a running joke on my first ever playthrough, and apparently I put on the announcer voice,
which is this one right here, and I would just talk about random things and what if Bloodborne Costco.
And so it apparently stuck, and so for a hot minute, every time I would stream Bloodborne, I would start the stream with like today's deals. And I usually get the questions like, where are the hot dogs? Or do you coupon match? Or can I use this coupon that expired yesterday? And I'm always like,
no ma'am, you can't fucking do that. I already told you this. We are not the Yano Costco. We don't do those things. This is not the Burger Worth Depot. We don't take those coupons either. Ma'am, this is the Bloodborne Costco.
And so that's where that deep lore is. So yeah, not that you wanted to know that, but let's see. All right, so after lighting it, you'll want to reset the area by either going in the 100, Okay. That works. So we're gonna see how good my stealth is. Not sure I trust Bloodborne. You shouldn't. I'm telling you this.
As the GM of the Bloodborne Costco, do not eat the hot dogs. Don't do it.
I'm just... Don't do it, dog. Do not... Don't... Stop! Do not eat the hot dogs. So there's a wandering nightmare in here, and I need to get it to spawn. Which means I need to get these chicks to move forward. Which is like my favorite thing I used to do in Dark Souls 3. There you are, you little shit! Give me those. Thanks, homie. Head outside and go all the way to the cliff at the side of the area. Oh, God. I don't want to go get the lake rune. I'm not doing it. The hot dogs can possibly be worse than the public school hot dogs, could they? Who the fuck just died? Oh, shit, they coming back. Hold up. I wasn't ready for them to start patting back. Time out. Time out. Alright. Let's hang out in here where it's safe. I'm not going to go get the lake room. Fuck that. I do need to change something, though. I'm gonna use my echoes to buy stuff. I have a rune etched into my brain that gives me a buy one get one free blood vial. Is that viable this holiday?
My question to you, ma'am, is how are you gonna show me this rune? Do you have means to show me the rune? I have to see it before I approve anything.
The best part about it being Bloodborne Costco is that asking someone to show a rune that they just said was etched into their brain is like a cacophony of fucked up waiting to happen. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page about that. Shit. I can't do that. I think I would have to use insight? I don't think I'm using insight for anything else, and I can buy stinky cocktails. Shit. Shit. My backup plan didn't work. See, and that's why you don't do it. Hold on, what did Petty say? Odds are you become a hellhound too if you heat the... Don't... I am very sensitive about my brain rune. Oh my god, how many of these do I need? Oh shit, I only need one more? I might try to go get it. I might try to go get it. I won't. I won't. I lied. I think I already did my order of operations, correct? Oh. I'm gonna fuck with it later. I think I'm fine. Just like someone that's their whole job in the back of the fucking food court is to probe people's brains to check their fucking brain runes. We're getting to that point where I don't think I want to store some more of those, but I do want more of these guys. I don't remember what that number was. Okay. And then I do want... Yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest on pungents. I'm gonna spend the rest on pungents. No. I want to go back to the Cathedral Ward. Because now we're gonna play... Specifically not etched into the mind. Oh my gosh. What are you calling me a liar about my brain rune? I didn't say you're lying. I'm just saying...
We have to check all runes and coupons as they come in. Like, do you know how many people we get who just say, hey, I have, like, a lake rune etched into the back of my skull, but I can't show it to you. You just have to take my word for it. Do you know how many people come in and try to scam us with that? We're just trying to do everything correctly, sir, okay? Okay?
No one gets paid enough for brain rune checks and chasing the hot dogs with a cleaver. Alright, so I think Mr. Man is gonna be right here. So as a heads up, the policies are in place for everyone's benefit. Correct. Also, how do I know your brain rune isn't actually a direct line to the like to like Cosm? Or you're not gonna call down Moonlight Presence with that shit? Is it a coupon or is it actually a death wish? Alright, so a heads up for people really fast. I am going to purposely die now. I am going to purposely take a death. And you're going to see a cutscene and it's going to be very weird. I am giving you this heads up because I am quite literally about to be kidnapped. I am about to be kidnapped and I don't want people to be caught off guard by that. Hey, Ilias. Do the hot dogs come with extra eyes? Everything comes with extra eyes. Everything comes with extra eyes. Who is about to be kidnapped? I am. I'm about to be kidnapped. Not by that fucking fool, but by this one. I need specifically the bag lady to kill me. So this is the bag lady. I don't know if I got the bag lady to kill me though. I don't think I did. I might have to kill that man first. Which is unfortunate, because he could just mind his business, but if he wants to die, he wants to die. I think I got bag lady though, because it's loading a little bit. Yes, I did. So this is your character waking up in the burlap sack. And we are taking a little detour. I on purpose spent all my echoes because it unfortunately still counts as an actual in-game death. And that means I would have lost 12,000 echoes for the sake of progression. I'd much rather my echoes go towards things I might use down the road. And so now I got my insight, I have 0 echoes, and we are in Yargul. Or, better known as the Hypogen Jail. And this place, on your first playthrough, if you don't know about it, is terrifying. I'm saying that from experience. Because the stuff in here is not nice. It is not nice. So let's see. Find a lamp on the top of the stairs. Oh, also a fun fact about this area. There's a lamp here that as you progress through the game, is the only time, I think, and people are open to correcting me if they know otherwise, this lamp is the only time in a Soulsborne game where you will have a resting spot that is only there temporarily. I may die a lot in this area because I don't remember what all is here. I just know that there's going to be a lot of people who do the bag lady thing, like what you just saw. There's also going to be a lot of kind of hunchback women who make really weird skittering noises. There's another enemy here and I can't think of it. There's another enemy here and I can't think of it. But right now, my objective is to find twin bloodstone shards. And I'm pretty sure, I know this is the wrong direction, actually.
Oh, merciful God, help me.
Oh!
In the name of the healing church, cleanse us of this horrible dream.
So this is, I forget her name, but it's not Asethka, and it's not the girl who gives you the noble dress. But this is one of the few NPCs in the game that you can speak with. There's a couple of conditions to speak with her first and foremost, though. Because when you first find her, which will be really early in the game, she will not talk to you. She will not talk to you. In order to get her to talk to you, you must show up to her wearing the black church attire. And it's like a whole armor set that is like the black helm, and then it's got like a big robe, all that stuff. And when you're wearing that attire, you'll notice that it looks the same as the attire she's wearing. And then she will talk to you. Because she's one of the surviving nuns of the church. She's one of the surviving nuns of the church. When you talk to her, she will actually go back to the cathedral ward where we've been bamfing to a couple of times now. And she is one of the few people who can offer up her blood to you, and that becomes a unique healing item. I forget the actual buff that she gives with your healing item. I think her heal is a dot though, or a hot, I should say. It's a healing over time. It's a hot. She's also a super important NPC. This is also why I like doing the BL4 runs. I get the lore dump. Ha 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 ha. She's also extremely important because she is also a rival NPC. If you do not handle her storyline correctly, it has several bad outcomes. The first iteration being if you get the Bergenworth, it is what it is, the Bergenworth whore, and you take her blood 3 times, she will turn on you, kill her, and then try to kill you because she's from Bergenworth and she's a whore. She's a nun of the church. So she doesn't want to have to even share the space with someone so unpure, but then when you keep taking blood from her, as opposed to this character, she will just outright kill her. Like, she'll just kill her. And then when you find her in the cathedral again, she'll try to kill you. She will literally try to kill you. If you do not pick her up before a certain event in the game, she will become an aggroed enemy in the game, and you'll have to kill her that way too. Oh yeah, she's not from Bergenworth, she's from Canehurst. You're correct. You're correct. Thank you, Sophia. She's from Canehurst. Bloodborne Costco is a certified business associate. We're certified to handle and store HIPAA information. Oh dear God. So yeah, you have a certain time frame that you can actually pull her out to help you. And even then, if you help her and help the whore, but then take the whore's blood, she will kill them and then turn on you. Pretty much her quest ends once she goes to the cathedral ward. You don't have to interact with her anymore after that. So what other people, myself included, like to do is we like to take Iosefka's, it's not Iosefka's, that's the chick at the clinic. We like to take the noble blood, even though it's a whore, it's still noble. You take her blood like a couple of times, because you have to take her blood a certain number of times to trigger her quest line. And then after you do that, you come pick her up. And then you don't have to worry about it. But because we're not getting the black dress clothes, we're just gonna leave her there. Alright. Sorry. Me and my glasses are having a little bit of a fight because I'm still getting adjusted to them. So yeah, this is the Hypogen Jail. And this is where they bring prisoners for all the bag ladies. Again, I am probably going to die here a lot because I don't remember exactly where all the bag ladies are. There's big dog dudes here too, that's what it is. There's big heckin' dang puppers. Hmm? So that's a problem. That's actually a problem. Yep, that's a huge problem. But if he's coming this way... I want this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bamf out. I don't have enough money yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and level up my pistol. And, oh, jeez, I forgot that I had all those wires underneath there. And this is the one lamp that I was referencing that is a one and done lamp. Once you progress certain elements, or not elements, certain arcs of the game, this lamp will stop working. And you'll discover that the reason it stops working is because hunters have actually come and destroyed it. I think the breaking point is once the nightmare is revealed. Yes, it's when the nightmare is revealed, specifically. Once it's revealed that everything that's going on and you can kind of see all the Amadalas in the world, and you have to go through all the areas with the bell women and whatnot, that point will stop working. And what's particularly interesting about that, I find, is if you come to the gravestone where it says Hypogen Jail. By the way, that word's Irish for jail, I learned. Thanks, Elden Ring. Or thanks mostly to people on my Twitter who are Irish. Once that happens, if you try to go to this one, it'll give you an error message that says, yeah, we can't reach this one right now. And when you actually go out there at a different lantern, you'll see that it's completely crumpled over and it's being blockaded by 3 hunters, and they will all come out and straight Tekakai you. It's awful. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. Into alley and go find another blah blah blah. Always kill Gehrman. You're a creepy dick. Oh yeah, I just said I don't have enough money. Please hold, I can fix that. Let's chomp on this. Scooby Snack. The power of Scooby Snacks. Alright, cool. So that's up to 4, which means we are up to speed. Did you say straight Isekai-yu? Oh no, Tekakai from JoJo. The meme where it's dude on the ground and there's like 3 people beating the snot out of him? Yeah, if you're not careful, they'll come over and they'll all just straight up beat your ass. There are a couple more that are deactivated but can be relit too. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is the one in particular that, also, hey, I wanna say Roma. Hey, Roma. This one in particular is the one that when it goes down, it's down. Like, it's dead. It's finished. It's 86. And I also put it out there openly to say, if people know of other ones that either need to be relit or in other games where it's like, oh shit, I have to redo that one, you are welcome to share it. It's such a good... That's what they do to you, though. Like, straight the fuck up. They beat the fucking brakes off of you. If you are not careful, they come in, they're just like, fuck everything you stand for. And as you can see, I'm going to keep upping my Molotovs because I'm using Molotovs to kill those wandering nightmares. Okay. Do we want fire paper for that fight? We might want fire paper for that fight. Yeah, I think in Bloodborne, this is the only one that when it's destroyed, you cannot fix it. You cannot fix it. Only other one springing into mind is a Firelink one in DS1. And see, I wouldn't know that one, Roma, because I've never played DS1. It is still on my list of things to do. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Nope. Oh, God, I forgot about Grandma. Even after I said Grandma would be there. No, you don't, homie. Get dead. Thanks, friend! I'm gonna yell so many Kirby things in your DMs later, and I'm so sorry in advance. That's fine. That's fine. Which was your first Soulsborne game? My first Soulsborne game was Dark Souls 3. My first one was Dark Souls 3, and since that fateful charity incentive, I have played Dark Souls 3, I've played Bloodborne, I've played Sekiro, and I've done Elden Ring. I have platinumed 3 of the 4 I just named. The only one I haven't platinumed yet is Sekiro because I fucked off and fell asleep somewhere. Specifically, Dark Souls 3, I've beaten and platinumed. Hey, Steve. And then I have done a Soul Level 1 run of it. I have beaten and platinumed Bloodborne. My PB of no hit is still 15, because I just didn't have time to get like situated, but now I'm getting close to where I have time again. And then this will be my BL4 run. I also have done a speed run of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice for the Shura ending on accident. I have done that speed run on accident. Did you know you could beat Sekiro Shadows Die Twice in like 2 hours. If you're not glitching it, at least. I'm hearing speedruns. Correct. And so, yep, that's my back door that I want. Now I'm gonna head to Carl. So let's get some things set up really fast. Let's remove this and this. We do want some fire paper. And we want beast blood pellets. I think I eat the pellet first. Bloodborne OST goes kind of hard. If I can get this on vinyl, I'm going to. Also, hi, Mocha. So, if that's right front, you were facing me, it would be the one on my left. Got it. Oh, this person even writes it in their guide. This guide is great. Because I literally just saw me say, okay, that's the one on my left. The next line in the guide, it's the one on your left in case you're bad with the directions. They know. You loving the music for Bloodborne Costco? Thanks, it's our most recent jazz mix. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to get to Carl. I think I do? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and be this person. I'm gonna cheese for a second. It's not gonna be fun for people, but I'm gonna cheese for a second. Because I want to ensure I don't go through a bunch of resources and fuck this up. So let's go here. Also, I don't know who out there from Sony is watching, but when I hit the home button, I don't want a menu. I just want to go home. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I'm saying it and I'm manifesting it. When I hit the home button, I just want to go home. I don't want a menu pop up. I just want to go home. It's called home. Speedrun for Nier on Switch? I'm looking forward to buying Nier Automata on the Switch. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening. It's true. It's very true. Because it's the End of Yorha edition, right? End of Yorha edition? You gonna be a piece of shit? Okay, good, you're not. I like how the Switch does it, where you hold it for the menu, but you can click it to go home. That's the way the good Lord intended it. I don't know who passed this, but I have feelings. I have feelings. No, literally, I couldn't agree more. Press the home button, get me out. Hey, Maxi Poo. Yeah, it's like the weirdest thing. And here's the rub about it. The PS4, that's the case. The PS4, if I hit the home button, it just goes straight back to the home menu. So I don't know who in the world was like, you know, this is what we want to do. And I'm like, why? Like, why? I'm looking at it because the Switch version is the same price but includes the DLC, so it's cheaper. Ooh. I'm curious about how that's gonna run on Switch. UI people are weird. Speaking as a former UI person, correct. Yes. Like, It's one of those things where I kind of notice over time, and sorry about that, everyone. I just don't think y'all want to look at me doing like my hot swaps. Oh God. It's such an interesting conversation around user interfaces, specifically because of the fact that the idea behind it is that you're supposed to make it so that people want to use it. And I feel like some people forget that's the ultimate goal. Like when we talk about things, we were talking earlier about putting out tweets for your go live and whatnot. And one of the most bizarre things I think that I see recurring in the conversation is where to put your go live link. Because from a UI perspective, I'm like, I want that link. Oh no, not this trouble. Also, welcome on in. I want that link like ASAP. If I had to click more than like 2-3 times, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care. Literally, it's just me being like, fuck. Oh, you. All right, dope. So I did make a safety save because I don't know how smooth my Pearl fight's gonna go. But I know that there's someone chasing me and I don't like that. Oh, shit. I hear you, Graham. You fuck off, Graham. Also, I just made up my one missing twin blood shard. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. All those people are alive. Every single one of them are alive. Girl, you tried it. You tried it. I have to give you an A for effort. You almost got a bitch. Actually, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but are those witches? Are those witches of Hemwick right there? I think those might be. Also, I don't remember where Pearl is. Instant gratification is addicting. It's Patchy! Hey, Patchy! I didn't know you came back to streaming. How are you? I hope you're good. Sorry, I'm putting my breast away. Apologies, everyone. How are you? Hello, everyone from Patchy Donald's stream. I am Pleasantly Twisted if it's your first time here. I'm a Black Ace content creator. We do try-hard games and JRPGs. We do challenge runs, speed runs, completionist things. And today we are trying to do a Blood level 4 run of Bloodborne. Hey girl, don't make this weird. Don't make it, you're making it weird. Oh my god, you're so annoying. What is this? Oh, it's a rune. Yeah, I don't remember how to get to his ass. Whoa, I forgot about the pig. I think that pig's gonna run her over. It didn't! Oh, there's something violent happening over there. Definitely something violent was going on over there. No weird. Yeah, so there's a room I'm supposed to go through. Girl, stop it. I think it's this room, actually. Yep, it's this one. There we go, now we're heading to Pearl. Who the actual fuck is following me? Surely she's not serious. I am am going to just show y'all now because I want to go ahead and just do it this way. Oh, look. I have to go do another click. Weird. 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 I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Alright, so for those of you who are wondering what I'm doing with my save data, what I'm doing on purpose is I am going to my save data from my console storage, and I am copy-pastaing my Bloodborne save. And the reason I'm doing that is because since, you know, we don't really get the luxury of multiple files the way we want to, and we're not on PC, what I can do here is I can copy-paste it over to my jump drive. I can do that. And then that kind of functions like a backup save. It functions like a backup save. Those witches do leg day unlike the Hemlock sisters. You see, they was out here chasing me for a hot minute. Like, they can go away. Actually leave me the hell alone. My Lanta. Oh my giggles. And I hate that it's not there. And so the reason I'm doing these types of save states, so to speak, is in case things go south with my fight, I can just reload off of my USB drive and be back at that fight rather than have to do like the huge marathon run back over. This is also really useful for when you're doing things like no-hit runs and you need to actually lab it out, because now you have a way to actually just position yourself right in front of a fight and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to work on this for a hot minute. A couple people in the wine cellar watched me do that when I was working on my Murgo Wet Nurse for a no-hit run, where I literally just reloaded that same file and just kept killing her over and over and over again for like, what, maybe a 2-hour period? Something like that. Alright, so this is Pearl. He's Pearl. I don't know when I'm supposed to eat my paper and my bullet, though. Oh. Nope, I didn't do it fast enough. Dead. It was a little sloppy, but we'll take it. Yeah, so that's Pearl. I just want to make this clear. Nobody likes Pearl. Hey, Pearl, I think she told you to sit down. Nobody likes Pearl. No one likes Pearl. Where's Ghost? Someone go get Ghost and be like, hey, we just did Pearl, so she could be like, oh, how wonderful. Fuck Pearl. To explain why people don't like Pearl, so he is, as you saw, very large. He's a large boy. But the problem with Pearl is that he's large and he's lanky. Rest in Pearl. He's large and he's lanky. And with the lankiness comes speed. So if you don't get Pearl in a good positioning, he has the capability of, like, kind of skittering all over the fucking map and doing like hand swipes at you. He can explode like you saw, and he's just a fucking obnoxious fight. And I want to emphasize obnoxious, not even necessarily difficult, just obnoxious. He is weak to fire, which is why we did the fire paper, and then we did the beast blood pellet to kind of help increase those numbers of the damages. Pearl! So yeah, we don't like Pearl. But that means we've killed 2 beasts this run so far. For today, it was not even 7 o'clock. It just hit 7 o'clock and we've killed 2 motherfuckers. And here we thought we was gonna be struggling. I think you just helped me get better at Pearl, so thank you. To talk about the strat a little bit, Disco, of what I just did. So the nice thing about Pearl being lanky is that he has very easily broken items. What I just did there is actually the speedrun strat. And it's okay, Sophia, but I hate him. What I did there was a speedrun strat where you run up and you immediately, with the beast blood pellet and a fire paper, you go up and you do R1, L1, L1 on his hand, and that should break it. And when it does, he'll fall down and he'll lose all his lightning. And the second you see that animation proc, you go straight to his leg and you do it again. And you literally just run circles around this fool, breaking arm, leg, leg, arm. And when he has a little bit of health left, you can break his head and visceral, and it's a kill. We cheese in this house. We like cheddar in this house. So let's see. So now they want me to go up to 5, which I can't, but I'm still gonna go back home. Because now we're gonna go for a third boss. And this one I don't expect to get on the first attempt. Ooh, I think I used my no-hit Amelia strat for this. I'm reading it and it looks like it. So Parl had what, 50? No, you have 56. Okay, so it's a 800 health increase? But clip content! Wasn't much of a boss die. Well, see, and that's the counterpoint to that, Sophia. It is because that fight took less than 45 seconds that it should be a full clip. Because then I can use that clip to Shiny Disco Paul's point to say, here is me speedrun killing Parl. Would you like me to explain what I'm doing? It's primo clip content. Die has a point. Die has a point. Alright, let's see if I can get this up to 5. Yeah, clips are much more than just... Fuck you, Garmin. Clips are much more than just, hey, look at these fun things that are happening on stream. I like using clips to kind of showcase my content. I like clips for funny moments like you saw in the BRB vids, but I also like clips for things like that, where if it's something like I killed Amelia in 1 minute, which is a real thing, I can give that clip to people and be like, here's a strategy that you can do. I can explain exactly what's going on. Because that's the type of, oh my god, I'm up to snuff. I thought I was behind on shards. I have caught up. She's a god. She's a god. Oh my giggles. Okay, so we need to move this up to 5. But yeah, I like having those so that people can see strategies, because I feel like written strategies are useful, but sometimes I'm a very visual learner and I retain visual information better. If I can see what's happening, that makes it a lot easier for me to like follow along with it. Although, bless this person for realizing that some people will read stuff and be like, I don't know what you're saying, Broseph. So that opens up bolt paper. Makes sense. Buy whatever you need, then warp back to the board. Alright, it's time to go fuck around with Amelia. Wow. Clips are a lot of good things. I use them for really important things I said on my chatting streams a while way back. Whole bunch of reasons you can use them. Oh, I know why I can't use that slot. Never mind. That's my fault. I know exactly why I can't use that slot. That's for a specialty gem, and I don't have anything of that nature. Ooh. Yes. I like how it's like higher blood vial maximum is like +1, and it's like, sir, this is
a Bloodborne Costco. We're gonna need more than 1 vial.
I'll put a marker for you, Dai, with that being said. This way you know about where in the VOD to look. Unless someone else wants to take it up, because we are only at 1 hour and 50 minutes in. So you don't have to go too far. If it's under 2 hours, that's where it's gonna be. I'd say, based on how much I've been talking, it's probably between 140 and 155. And Disco Paul, I am always Also, the Kirklandworth Blood Vial value pack comes through. I'm telling you. Last day. And Disco Paul, I like showing people stuff. I like ensuring people have a chance to kind of really, really enjoy and learn and play the games. Because I think people who sit here and are just like, you just have to keep trying, you just have to get good, are fucking, that's such a worthless fucking commentary. I would much rather you have someone who's willing to be like, hey, I can show you this stuff. Hey, I can break this down for you. There's my fire paper. Bold paper. Okay, I can buy 11 of those joints. I'm trying to remember my no-hit strat. I think it was right side, then left side, leg, then right side leg, head break, then right leg again, or I'm sorry, right arm again, then left arm, and then we gotta go for the kill. But it's not gonna be that clean because I don't have the same damage output. Also, I am looking up something really fast because I'm gonna start getting angry, I think. This is about something that's male related. This is about something that's related to my mail. Because I have not got the notification of my package yet, and I'm starting to get irritated. Just keep trying, sir. There are ways to learn that isn't trial and error. And that shit aggravates me. It aggravates me deeply. Because that doesn't really alleviate the issue. Joy was having this issue talking about learning Jury and Street Fighter 6 on her timeline. Where people were like, hey, it's just day one. You'll get better over time. And she literally commented back, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. And I'm like, good for you. Good for fucking you. Cause yeah, like I get it. You're just trying to be like encouraging. But sometimes being like, just keep swimming doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. And yes, I'm a grown ass person with stuff to do. Now we got a lot of paper. The paper. And always stock up on more bullets. We're slowly approaching that point where having vials is not gonna matter. Just keep swimming. Ma'am, that implies I know how to swim. Ma'am. Ma'am. Alright, so now we're gonna do some cheesy stuff again. Let's go to the cathedral ward. I'm really happy that witches and Parle are down. I'm really happy about that. But now we're gonna start getting into the stuff that's like, oh shit, oh fuck, I'm gonna die a lot, I think. Also, it's inaccurate. I was told about MK11 when I was a tester. I played that game 40 plus hours a week. I won exactly 0 matches in the 4 months I worked on that game. I actually hate that for you. Hatred for that is high, strong, mighty. I wonder if my echoes are still over there since I didn't die. Well, that's my fault for being curious. Oh, that was actually kind of scary. So we're gonna do another cheesy strat here. Where as I'm opening this, hey DC, I'm gonna move in some and I'm gonna make another save state. Because those men will not go past that point. They are not allowed to, they are bound in that box. If at first you don't succeed, perhaps skydiving is not for you. Oh god. Sir, this is not the thing you want. That's really interesting to me. I hate that shit. Like, it's the you can do anything you put your mind to mentality too. Me just continually trying it, I may just physically and or mentally not be able to fucking do it. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Y'all get to watch me do this again. My package is delayed and I am sad. Because it's a package that I really want because I wanted to play with it this weekend. Alright. Wow, that was only like 20 minutes ago. I love that for me. Probably 18 of that was me talking. Good God. Oh, are we done? Yeah. There's plenty of Consider, there are plenty of people who put hours upon hours into Bloodborne and still ain't beat the game. Saying you just gotta keep trying is not the play. And I'm not saying you said that. I mean just like, as another example. So I think we're gonna stick to... Yep, those men aren't bothering me anymore, and now we're on the stairs. Alright, let's do this. We always watch the animation because it's Amelia. So for those of you who are uninitiated, the entire premise of Bloodborne is that there's a church and a town, so to speak, that were trying to summon either the old ones or strive for immortality. Amelia is part of the clan of people who wanted the old ones. Problem is, with becoming an old one, you're probably going to become a beast. And that's what Amelia just did, right when we showed up. But then they demonstrate how it's still Amelia because she's still praying and still holding onto her locket. Despite the fact that her dress is now about 40 sizes too small. Which is why it's now a headdress. Surprise! Fix it. I'm fine. She's out of here. Let's go. You know, I only took one hit there too, and it got kind of messy. And look at that beast pellet still going, and that boy. So yeah, Disco Paul, same idea with Paro is applied to Amelia. Go for the limbs. The big lanky bosses in this game have a very nasty tendency to have very breakable limbs. And if you can just chain break limbs on many of the bosses, a lot of them get really trivial really fast. Because they're just like, oh, my ankles. Where'd that little shit go? Oh no, my other ankle. I can't find them. Oh God, my wrist. And you're just like running around going... That's like how I envision the fights. Hey, Space Platypus. And thank you for the GGs, y'all. Alright, so we're done with Amelia. Love that for us. I wonder why it felt smoother here than it does on my no-hit run. Because on my no-hit run, that combo needs It's my saw cleaver. It's because my saw cleaver is +6. It's because my saw cleaver is +6. Because I think in the no-hit run, by now it's only +4. I will remember. I am so here to learn, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's because my saw cleaver is higher level. Wow! 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 Love that! Love that! I support you, but I must focus on homework. Thank you, Ghost. We're 3 bosses in and we're doing great. Appreciate you. Alright, so let's see what we got here. And also, I just want to read this line from Artie's guide. Bonus tip, the numbing mist we picked up earlier prevents her from healing if you're running into that problem. Congratulations, you bullied Vicar Amelia to death. After killing her, and he just continues talking. And get the password to enter the forbidden